and over 1,496,000 in win and place prize money. Number 1, Bradbury Star, one of the 2 Josh Gifford runners. Declan Murphy rides. Number 2, Deep Sensation, Richard Dunwoody. Number 3, Docklands Express, ridden by Anthony Torrey. 4, King's Fountain, ridden by Peter Scudamore. Number 5, Pat's Jester, Neil Doughty on board. Number 6, the track record holder, the fellow winner of this race last year, Adam Kondrat. Number 7, the Illywacker blinkered, Mark Pittman. And completing the lineup, number 8, Tipping Ting, the mount of Carl Llewellyn.
The fellow is the 11 to 10 on favourite from even money. Bradbury Star shares at 5 to 1, and King's Fountain a 7 to 1 chance. Docklands Express at 8, Deep Sensation 12 to 1 from 10 to 1, and Pat's Jester also on the 12 to 1 mark. Tipping Tim is at 14s, and the Illyracker's the outsider, 20 to 1 from 25s, and now Docklands Express is 9 to 1 from 8 to 1. Docklands Express 9 to 1.
Fences in front of them for this King George VI chase, sponsored by Triple Print, and they come down towards the first, and at it it's going to be King's Fountain, the leader, and they're all safely over the first. King's Fountain at the head of affairs in the green jacket. On the inside his stable companion Docklands Express. So Kim Bailey 1-2 at this stage. But he jumped one. This is a ditch, and they come to it, and a fine leap by the leader, and the fellow, the odds-on favourites, last, but they've got a long way to go. Begin to swing right-handed at the far end of the track, and it's King's Fountain clear by 3 to Docklands Express and Pat's Jester. Tipping Tim the rail, the Illyracka, then the Josh Gifford pair, Bradbury Star and Deep Sensation, towing along the last placed horse, which is the fellow. So they level up to the first of the 4 fences. They jump on the back straight. There's the favourite, the fellow, and Deep Sensation, the yellow colours, just in front of him. And they're some 8 to 10 lengths off the leader, which is King's Fountain. King's Fountain coming to this plain fence. Horse with a noseband, and Docklands Express on the left as we look at them. Pat's Jester, the star jacket, moving well, and Tipping Tim just in behind these. Bradbury Star racing close to the rails. Out wide, the Illyracka and the fellow preferring the outside route as they take this, the second ditch. And Deep Sensation is just the back marker. So they head down towards fence number 5. As they go to it, it's King's Fountain clear by 2.5 to 3 to Pat's Jester and Docklands Express, and the Illyracka striding up on the outside. And then Bradbury Star and Tipping Tim and the fellow and Deep Sensation. And they've got one more fence to jump on this stretch of the track, and the leader's right at it now, all jumping brilliantly. It's King's Fountain, the leader. King's Fountain by a length and a half to Pat's Jester on the outside of Docklands Express. They're second and third. A gap of 2 lengths then to the Illyracka, followed by Bradbury Star, Tipping Tim, and behind him Deep Sensation, and there was the fellow, the back marker. You can see though, just some 8 lengths off the leader as they start the turn into the home straight, and they've run the first mile of this King George the 6 steeplechase. Come down towards fence number 7, and it's King's Fountain showing the way. King's Fountain by length, jumps it well. Superb leap by the fellow on the outside. It's on the extreme right in the light green cap now. And this is fence number 8. Coming to it, King's Fountain, Bradbury Star, Pat's Jester second and third, Docklands Express are really hugging the rails, then the Illyracka and Deep Sensation, and out wide now is Tipping Tim, and still last the fellow, but no more than 7 lengths off the leader, which is King's Fountain, joined by Pat's Jester at that fence. The Illyracka was the only one who was a little bit untidy, and that's the first semblance of a mistake by any of the horses in this classy field as they race up past us with a circuit to go. And they've got 10 to jump, and it's only 5 lengths now between all of them. It's King's Fountain leading from on the inside, Docklands Express, and then Pat's Jester, followed by Bradbury Star and Deep Sensation, the Illyracka, and out wide Tipping Tim, and then the fellow pulled out wide by Adam Kondrat to come and take the water jump for the one and only time, and they all just popped over it. It's still King's Fountain and Pat's Jester in the pale colours with the stars. Star jacket, green and white, Tipping Tim getting a bit closer. Bradbury Star, the red cap as they take the next plain one. And again, the fellow just popped over it. Really treating these fences as if they were hurdles almost. This is the ditch they're coming to now, and they're all very closely grouped indeed. King's Fountain, who just has the lead, but only just from Pat's Chester. Bradbury Star's getting closer, Docklands Express, and the Illy Whacker and Tipping Tim, and still the fellow yet to make his move, and Deep Sensation isn't out of it, although he's last. Let's check the odds. Levels then for the fellows. Bradbury Star at 9-2, King's Fountain at 8-1, with Docklands Express at 9-1, Pat's Jester at 10-1, 12-1 bar. And you'd be hard-pressed to name the winner at this stage. You've got 7 to jump in this King George VI chase, so this is coming down to 7 now. King's Fountain, done the donkey work so far. What a grand horse. Nice to see him back on the form. The even money favourites on the extreme right. 7 out this. And it's still King's Fountain from Pat's Chester. The Illy Whacker Tipping Tim just being nudged along. But the fellow cruising on the outside. Docklands Express, Bradbury Star on the extreme left. This is the last ditch, and King's Fountain just has it, but only just from Pat's Chester. And then the Illy Whacker and Tipping Tim, the fellow yet to make his move, still on a tight rein. Bradbury Star going well the inside, and they've got 5 to jump, and King's Fountain got a big leap there. The first one to crack is Tipping Tim. It's King's Fountain by a length to Pat's Chester. Then the Illy Whacker running a big race for an outsider. Bradbury Star the inside, and King's Fountain has gone there. King's Fountain and Peter Scudamore parted company there, and the field are bunching as they turn out of the back straight. And it's Pat Chester out in front by 3 parts of a length. Skew looks all right, bruised but not beaten. Docklands Express gets a reminder. Looking for your favourite, the fellow. Well, he's on the outside of the pack as they start the turn in now. And they've got just 3 more fences to jump. And all of a sudden, from going well, the fellow just being niggled along. The Illy Whacker, Bradbury Star, Pat's Chester the inside, and then Deep Sensation, the fellow on the wide outside. 3 out there, and little to choose between any of them. And the Illy Whacker and Pat's Chester the inside. Then comes Deep Sensation, the fellow is on the extreme right and getting closer with 2 to jump. And the Illy Whacker and Pat's Chester stride for stride. Here comes a fellow on the stand side, Deep Sensation, and Bradbury Star is beaten. They've got 1 to jump, and it's Pat's Chester on the extreme left, but here comes a fellow on the right coming to challenge as they come to take the final fence. 3 in the air together, and the Illy Whacker is the one that's cracked, and it's the fellow going on now. Pat's Chester on the far side, and it's the fellow who's going to take it for the 2nd consecutive year. The fellow is the winner of the King George VI steeplechase. Pat's Chester a brave race in 2nd. The Illy Whacker through into 3rd. A gap of some 12 lengths then to the Gifford pair, Bradbury Star and Deep Sensation, and a gap of some 15 back to Docklands Express. And so the result then, the even money favourite has won this King George VI steeplechase. This is the fellow in the colours of the Marquesa de Moratala, trained in France by Francois Doumen. The 3rd time he's had the winner of this race, of course successful with a shock result a few years back with Uppsala. And I must say, I thought it was going to be a shock here, because the Illy Whacker, but for that mistake at the last, could have made the fellow pull out even more. But this little 7-year-old, this big 7-year-old certainly loves Kempton. He won the race last year in a track record time. It wasn't a track record on this occasion, but he's done the job well. Levels, you devils, even money favourite, the fellow coming home, and Adam Kondrat taking this, the King George VI steeplechase for the 2nd year, and a victory punch deserved too. What a brilliant jumper.
And 3rd, number 7, the Illy Whacker, returns at 20-1. The tape paid £2.40 the win. The places were £1.40, £1.90 and £2.20. The dual forecast came to £8.50, and the computer straight forecast to £11.23